activists are good at acting and institutions are good at institutionalizing. I mean, it sounds kind of basic, but kind of one thing leads to another, and then you kind of go back and forth. Like the activists like the Avengers push things forward, and then institutions can kind of capitalize on that, and then once, for instance, you get, say, a law on bullying passed in schools, then the activists have to come back into the picture so that you get those laws actually enforced. Yeah. So we have to kind of all think a little more about how we work with each other. There's also something very particular about going on the street, going with your body, in your body, you know, even if you're disrupting office buildings, or if you're disrupting a breakfast, or if you're following somebody around. And especially, I think, for LGBT people and communities of color. In the book, I talk a lot about the body, because I think in many ways it defines gay people. It defines people, your race is there, your gender is there, your sexual identity is there physically in your body. And the people that hate you because of those things attack you in your body. And in some way, we have to respond to people that hate us in our bodies with our bodies, which means that we have to physically come out in the same room, put out your hand and say, "This is me, no horns, no tail, ordinary person." But legal change does not help us with that kind of, with anti-gay problems, and I'll use the word homophobia. People say, "Oh, we don't use homophobia anymore, it's not strong enough," or whatever. But I think there's actually a pathological hate of gay people that some people have, which is why we end up dead in Texas. Which is why we throw out our children, that we look at them and we're horrified and we're disgusted by them and we throw them out. And you can't legislate that. That is what has been on my mind. And I feel like I shouldn't end with something dire. Somebody said, end with something upbeat. But I kind of feel like human history is cyclical, and we all want it to go up, straight up, the never-ending arc of progress, and there's like a giant rainbow at the end, and we're like, done. But I think the hope and the joy just lie in persisting, in spite of getting burnt out, or in spite of the newest horrible thing that happens. And also trying to keep in mind that there are many ways to attack problems, and trying really, really trying not to end up attacking each other in the fight because we have different tactics or different perspectives or even different personalities, because activists can be annoying, but we also get stuff done. I mean, activists are definitely type A personalities. We go out there screaming, "What do we want? Justice. What do we want? Now!" We don't, so I don't know. That's what the hope is, not in a cheerful story. I'm all out of cheerful stories today. Questions? Comments? Are we singing? Are we dancing?